Well, tonight a family is mourning the death of a 17-year-old girl. Madison Bradley was killed in a boating incident yesterday in Livingston Parish, and her body was recovered from the Blind River. Erica Ferrando joining us live now from Bradley's hometown of Slidell, which I'm sure, Erica, the community is in mourning.
Fisheries, they are in just such a young life. Madison Bradley just graduated from North Shore High School in May, and she was excited to get into the real estate business with her grandmother. Her family described her as someone who was ambitious and full of life, and they are now feeling lost without her. It's an unthinkable loss for a grandmother. Linda Bradley's 17-year-old granddaughter, Madison Bradley of Slidell, died Monday while celebrating the 4th of July by boating on the Blind River in Livingston Parish. Linda Bradley told us Madison was so family-oriented. She loved and lived life to the fullest. She was a sweet, loving, generous, joy-filled, spirit-filled young lady. She was a light for all of us. I don't know how we do this without her. Sergeant Randy Lanu said the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries responded to a 911 call around 5:40 for a missing boater off a pontoon boat. Sergeant Lanu said Bradley and her 18-year-old boyfriend were riding on the bow in front of the protective rail. The boat hit a wake from a passing boat, and it knocked both Bradley and her boyfriend into the water.
Subsequently, the pontoon boat ran over him. The male subject was fine. He surfaced. The female did not. She was struck by the boat itself.
Her body was found 2.5 hours later. Sergeant Lanu said Bradley's boyfriend's brother was driving the boat. 33-year-old David Crow of Denham Springs was arrested for vehicular homicide, reckless operation, and drunk driving. Sergeant Lanu said he blew double the legal limit.
Here's the thing: when you're operating a vessel and you're considered the captain of the vessel, you're responsible for all activity that goes on that vessel. It could have been avoided by one simple action. When they get forward of that railing, he stops the vessel, turns the engine off, and directs them to get back behind it. So yes, he's being held accountable for that.
6 people on board. Sergeant Lanu said only a 13-year-old was wearing a life jacket. He's begging boaters to wear life vests, don't drink and drive, and avoid sitting on the edge of boats.
People that do things like occurred here, they'll get right on the edge of the boat. They'll sit on the edge of the boat, and that's all. It's not only is it against the law, it's dangerous.
And this tragic loss of a beloved girl is the 20th boating fatality in Louisiana this year.
Last year we had 26 total, so we're on the fast track to be ahead.
And just moments ago, I spoke with Madison's parents. They said she's been boating since she was a kid, and they never thought something like this would happen. But they wanted the world to know what kind of girl she was.
She's just my everything. She's my best friend.
What do you want to say about your daughter?
That she said it. She said it best. She loved life. She had an amazing life, an amazing spirit to herself. She would do anything for anyone. At the drop of a hat. It didn't matter. She expected a lot in return because she was that type of person. She wanted everyone to just be good to each other, and that's the way she treated people, the way she wanted to be treated, and she would do anything for anyone. It's the world is so much darker now.
Now, the boat driver faces 5 to 30 years in prison if convicted of the vehicular homicide charge. For now, live from Slidell, Erica Ferrando, Eyewitness News.